Southern Coin Hunter here. Well, that's all the change I had in the car and now my pockets this week. I guess you can say. So we're gonna Memorial Shield Sense. I have one 2009. So we're gonna take a look at all these coins I need to scope. So give me a second, and while I get the camera put back up facing the monitor. Okay, I know what I could with the glare on the monitor. So turning off all the lights that I can. That's just how the monitor is. I remember we had issues with it at the office. So let's take a look at the 2009. We're gonna bring it all the way up. Man, be looking for not all the way up, but somewhat up. So this is the first of the. This is LP1. This is the 2009. There's a lot of double dies on this coin. It takes forever to look at them all. One of the key things I'm looking for the 2009, and I don't see it on here. There's usually a big, huge die crack on some of the varieties that run right through here. I don't see it. So this is not going to be a DDR. And we're just going to go to the pennies. We're going to start with the Lincoln Memorials and pull out all the copper. It's 89, not the revert. Okay. Probably going to be that many coppers. Maybe I saw 3 while I was stacking everything together. We can put die cracks on the zinc and cents. I find more common on the zinc pennies than the copper pennies. So after this, I do the wrap up from the customer wrap rolls. Doing this a little bit kind of late. We had some severe weather come through, and I'm waiting to see what was going to happen with that. And the silicon on, then the AC came on. Oh, we might not get any copper at all. These lines are somebody's fingerprints. So far, no copper yet. More fingerprints on the coin. Some gunk on it. No copper at all this week. That's highly unusual. Usually I get 1. You get 4 or 5 copper. So now we're just going to go through the rest of the pennies real fast. We're going to do nickels, dimes, and quarters. These, you're looking for doubling in the numbers. It's easier to spot the DDOs that way, or look for cracks running through the top of Lincoln's head. This term spike head comes from that. Some type of liquid stain on there. Still got thunder rolling in. 24 Denver. I remember pulling the 24 Phillies and both 25 Phillies in Denver's out of circulation, since this possibly could be the last 4 production run. It's not been finalized, other than we know their last batch of planchets up. And Maze, who knows what they're going to do with the Lincoln cent. It is the most widely collected coin in the world. Gunk on that one. I got to check up here. The spike heads usually occur between the O and the R, and they run into the top of Lincoln's head. I've got one actually runs all the way down to his shoulders. Nice big one. Man, these coins can only talk where they've been at to get them stains, you know? See, I keep seeing the thin lettering numbers. I wonder if that's a mint error or not. Yeah, ask somebody that question. Okay, that's all the pennies. Nickels. These you're looking for full steps, and it's very rare you're gonna find them. These, if they're Philly, like this one, it's just dirt. Looking for beehives or die chips in the letters. Below the letters. Nope. Think that night I finally found one on a Denver Minute coin. 64. Denver. Also, when you want to look for die cracks, running from here to the building on both sides of the coin. You find it on today's coins too. I found one a while back. 2008. I will be taking these back. They do have a box of pennies ordered for me. They had to get rid of some custom wrap pennies. That's why I had 2 weeks of hunting custom wrap pennies. Did it every so often to kind of help them get rid of some of to hunt them out. And we actually found this group, and y'all see in the next video. This will probably be up before that one will. Found a penny from Panama, a Balboa penny. First time I ever found one of those whole roll hunting. Some of the other stages of the beehive along the side of the building, you'll see a bright, shiny spot. Usually with a little bit of raised metal. And there is one right there. We got a spiky, I think. The way I figured that out is... Oh, it's junk. Toothpick. But check up in here. You can find die chips up in here. I found one or two up in these corners. Yeah. Check these letters too. That is probably, oh, that's, yeah. I'm going to see what I thought it was, but decided to check it first. Another 64. Don't look like an RPM or the D over horizontal D. A little bit of a step left, but not much. Nope. Last nickel. tore up. Okay, on to the dimes. Not that many dimes to go around. So we're looking for 2009s, 24s, 25s. This year, no, this year and last year's dimes. Oh, 2006, 2007 in a row. You're looking for little die chips on the base in the hair. That's what I look for. 23 Denver. That is post-mint damage where another dime hit it. Coming out of the mint press. $95 Philly. And we're going to start with the women's quarters and work our way back to the Eagles. No bicentennial quarters this week for the first time in a long time. A little die chip right there. Down here. That's post-mint damage there. Here's a die chip right there. It's filling in this area of the leaf. And you can see how it broke out several times. And this would be a good candidate for dirty dime bug. I only figure what year it is. Like it's a 1983. We're gonna put that one off to the side. Junk. More post-mint damage. Got a little die chip. Let's see. Got one here, there. Nothing in the hair. Nope. Two more dimes. Got 23 Denver. This possibly could get full bands. So pull that one off to the side and study that later. Dressy was just like an extra ridge line along the edges. It's a reed clash. The collar that makes the reading hit it. Okay, now on to the quarters. Start with the women quarters. You can put on top of die clash, die chips. Well, I think they found anything in the Denver. I know they found the double chin on her on the Philly minute coin. I keep looking for die chips and the letters on her shirts. Haven't found any yet. This is one of the strangest quarters ever. Denver West. Why? Anything. My Angela, there's 4 known double dies of the earring. And I think we just found one. Yep. I think this is number 1. You got earring here and earring there. And pull from Variety Vista. This is the second one I found, but that's what the one I think it is. EDR. Yep, it's number 2. Ah. One, 2. I wish I could make this photo bigger on here, but you see it right there. 1, 2. So we found DDO number 2. And pocket change. It's my second one to find. Oh, that coin. I'm going to put one staple in because I need to find my good stapler. So I got one staple. So we got. So now y'all see the DDO. Oh, Maya Angelou. Why is Wexer separated? Back out to where we were at. I love this design. Hera did an excellent job. Basically, this represents bone pipe and crow beads. This is strung together with leather and then sewn together to make one huge long necklace. These things take anywhere from 15 to 20 hours to make. I made them. I've made them. The thing is that both men and women wore those same neck with regalia. It's called regalia. Please use that term, not the C word. It's not that. Okay, 24 Philly. I don't think anybody's found anything because Philly's known to not to have the best quality control. I keep looking for dye chips in her hair. In her dress. Originally I thought that was her dress. It's not. It's part of her outfit. There's a known dye chips on this quarter, but I have not found one yet because I keep finding Denver's. William Mankeller, no dye chip in that hair channel. See, do we have a Julian George or anything like that? Nope. No strike through. No dye chip on the wing. A little bit of die chip in the corner, but not enough to call it the Drooling George. Nope. Taking some quarters back tomorrow. National Park quarters. Yay! Saltwater Bay. We'll flip over a minute and see if we get the Privy, the West Point quarter. That's just all mushed in. No die chips. No doubling in the words "In God We Trust." There. I have yet to find anything on the effigy mounts. Anything. There's another possible West Point candidate. No die chips there. You can find them right there in the corner sometimes. Up in the hair and back of the shirt. It's Denver. Okay, no die chip between the rifle and the rifle strap. So this can probably be a Denver one. Yep. So is this Denver or Philly? It's a Philly one. There is a DO where you got an extra ridge running right through the nose right there on that part of the monument. And then there's some doubling in the railing, but this is not it. No broken branch. It's a die chip that occurs right here on the right side of the tree. Some people call it the broken branch. This one I have a hard time finding double dies on, but usually I find die chips up here in the crenels of the building. It's Denver. I haven't found anything in Blue Ridge Mount on the Blue Ridge Parkway. Just more postment damage. That's Harper's Ferry. This is one with the die chips and all that doubling on there, and I don't see anything. Okay, state quarters, not that many. So we got the Buffalo, this is Kansas, so will we find In God We Rust? Basically, even though the T is faint, this is In God We Rust error. Also, it's like the double die. I don't know. So now we have In God We Rust. I got something more than that missing on there. Usually on this one, you're looking for some type of a cut on the right side of the coin on the reverse. Michigan, I don't know if there's any errors on the Michigan state quarter or not. I need to look that up. There's another Philly Minute one. Washington State. Always check your numbers on the Philly Minute ones on these dates, 8s, 9s, and 6s for die chips in the numbers. And then we got the Arizona State corner. We didn't get the extra cactus leaf. There's a die chip that occurs right there on the Philly Minute ones. Eaglebacks. They're just over die cracks in general. On the reverse, this is Philly Minute, so it's 1990. '97. So 95. I don't keep these because I've been buying mint sets and cracking them out and putting them into my books. 78 Philly. You notice there's no mint mark because they did not put the mint mark on the quarters until 1980. People advertise this as mint error, no mint mark. It's not supposed to be there. Okay, that's going to be it on this video. So I found DDO number 2 on my Angelo, and we got Ingavi Rust there. A couple times of die chips and a 2009. So that's going to be it for this video. Now I'm trying to wrap up from this past week's penny hunt. So going to be a bunch of shorts along with that. Thanks to all new subscribers. Like, share, comment. Please, it helps the channel grow. Puts me, so it really does help. Yeah, have a good evening.